2 scoops of GMO Sport, which is 160 calories, 40 grams of carbs, and then a Go Bar.
Big Katie ran a 24-hour ultra marathon, hitting 50 miles.
Oh, God. Could you imagine?
Brutal.
Oh.
Y'all, we are back straight up like we never left with a pole day. I mean, it's been 2 weeks since I hit a pretty good session. I got about an hour here in the garage. Gonna be getting after it. Happy Veterans Day. It's November 11th. Hit Chad this morning. I put some clips in the beginning of this video of that today in my garage. I coached this morning, I coached tonight, so got after it by myself. Wasn't sure I would be able to post ultra marathon, but was really happy that I was able to do that. If you guys don't know about Chad, it's a CrossFit Hero WOD in honor of Navy SEAL Chad Wilkinson, who took his life after suffering the effects of PTSD from numerous deployments, shockwave injuries, etc. So, doing it for someone else who can't do it for themselves anymore. Choosing the hard because we don't all get to choose our hard, and I'm lucky that I get to do this. So, it's my little rant, but if you can do it, you should do it. And I'm trying to get back on my schedule this week. So, obviously, we had the ultra marathon last weekend. A week ago yesterday was the end of it. And last week I was just kind of decomposing most of the week. So Sunday and Monday were brutal. Tuesday got a little better. Wednesday I was kind of coming back to life. By the end of the week I felt pretty good. I benched Friday with Bree and John Mark, feet up, 85 pounds light. But wanted to get back in it, and then I probably would have worked out over the weekend. But my parents were here. I wanted to spend time with them. I didn't get to spend much time early in the week because I was just so unwell. So back on my schedule this week. Got up early this morning before I coached and did a little fasted cardio on the assault bikes in zone 2 at the gym before coaching. Then I did Chad. Gonna hit this bodybuilding session today. So gonna talk in the coming videos kind of about what I've got going on and what I'm planning. But for today, we'll just talk more about the ultra marathon and I'll get through this push day or pull day. I've been doing so many push days, I don't even know anymore. All right. So first we're gonna do 8 to 12 incline curls, 25 pounds. So last time it said I did 8 at 25 pounds. Then I'm gonna superset it with some ab mat sit-ups. So probably 25 of those. I tried to squeak out that knife, but all right. 8 to 25, just like last week. Had to breathe and brace through some of those, that's for sure. So these I'm gonna do straight leg strict. So no swinging of the arms. All right. So as you can see, added the dumbbell there in the latter half. I'll do that the next 2 rounds too. So we're doing 25. We'll say 8 still because I eked out that half of a ninth or whatever. And then hanging leg raises we're gonna swap out for dumbbell sit up. Let's see, it's probably just called weighted sit up. On here. Weighted abs crunch, sorry. We'll go with that. That works. So we'll put that in there. Sub that out for the hanging leg curls. That'll be our first superset. Probably gonna superset most of these movements simply for the fact that I want to get through them somewhat quick, and if I have any time left, I'd rather spend that time on the bike or something before I head to the gym to coach. So yeah, the ultra marathon, 24-hour marathon. or 24-hour run, 1.4 mile loop. Was really on pace for 100K, which was my goal most of the race, until those evening parts. And it just kind of fell apart. Really had to gut out to even get the 50. And honestly, yeah, I mean, I just didn't have the mileage ready on my legs, and that's okay. I kind of knew that that would be the limiting factor going into it. So my legs kind of gave up, but my mind didn't. I pushed through, had to walk some, but got through it. Was really proud of myself that, you know, every hour of that marathon I ran at some point. And, you know, slept maybe a combined total of 50 minutes in the tent. If you watch the video, Chloe gave a great tour. She wasn't even actually feeling that well that day, so she's a total rock star. What would I do without her? Honestly, if you're watching this, comment Chloe's the best in the chat, in the comments, because she is. But yeah, it was amazing. I think, you know, I forget that sometimes I forget where I've come from, and I think people probably scoff at that because I know I bring up 5'11", 275 often, or 5'1", 275, 5'11", could you imagine? But, you know, like, I didn't hit 100K, I hit 50 miles, and like, this is a girl who couldn't even barely walk a mile at one point. So it's pretty cool to see what I was able to do. I'm proud of myself. I got the itch, I kind of want to do more. But, you know, just kind of taking it in right now and understanding that I do hard things. Mark Dowdle, I think that's how you say his name, he's a YouTuber. He said something amazing, this quote in his last video that really spoke to me. He said, I know I have gifts. I know I have an ability to do things that others can't. I know I have this ability to suffer and put myself in these uncomfortable positions, knowing that they transform me. Those moments transform who I am, not just because of the moment, but because of all these moments that lead up. And, you know, that speaks to me because that's kind of my whole ethos, right? Is like, do hard things because I know I won't quit. And not a lot of people can say that. Not a lot of people can say they don't have no quit in them. I think they act like they do, and then, you know, when hard things come up, they're nowhere to be found. And I do the hard things in training so that when life hands me actually hard things, I can do those too. So, yeah, really proud of my results, really proud of the race. I'm trying to think of like some fun stories, but honestly, just like, the crazy thing was how my body felt after. I need to get ready for my next set, but yeah, like Sunday after the race ended at 7 a.m. because of the time change, and then we drove 2.5 hours home, and like the whole way home I was like knocking out, like narcoleptic style. Chloe and I would be mid-conversation, she'd look over, I was out. Could not regulate my body temperature. We got home and I had like chafing on my arm from the water vest. I didn't train with it. Cried when she put chafing cream on that because I'm like, I was a baby. Got up to go pee, which like was a very slow journey. She had to like walk me to the bathroom because I could barely walk, and I would like break out into chills. It was just crazy, like the way the body reacts to stress is nuts. But you know, and then the next day I just like could not walk. So it was definitely challenging in many ways, and I had been telling people, and I think I said it on the channel, people kept asking me if I was nervous, and I think I was more nervous about the pain after, and I was right. Maybe I just need to distract myself because I feel like that set did better, but you know, I was right. The pain after was far worse than anything I endured in the race, for sure. Alright, so I finished my sets of the last one. I got UFC Countdown 309 on the TV. John Bones Jones coming back. It's going to be a hell of a fight, so watching some stuff on that. My next superset, I got some reverse curls with the Easy Bar, and then I set up my landmine for some T-bar rows. Man, it's getting dark already. It's only 5 p.m. Daylight savings really is a killer, huh? But anyway, I grabbed this attachment from Play It Again Sports over the weekend for like $10 or something. So, gonna go ahead and get into that. Guess I'll just set you up like right here. I might have to turn on the light, I guess? I don't know, this is nuts. It's still so early, you know? But I just have a 45 on here. Just wanna focus on really a big squeeze at the top. I'm not trying to horse cock this weight around. I'm actually trying to stay super strict. That's really what Coach Butler wants to. It says, do these like Dr. Mike is watching you. So 8 to 12 of these into 12 to 15 of the bicep curls. So 8 to 12 of these. I gotta find my right position. So 12 of those. Realize maybe this isn't the best angle. Might swap it for the next set. But straight into 12 to 15 reverse curls. Now these are a movement I do feel like you can horse cock a little. So these are kind of counterintuitive moves in terms of strictness for me. So let's make sure I'm not gonna hit anything. Things kind of cramped in here right now. So 15 of those, man, feeling those, awesome. So 3 sets of this, got 30 minutes left in the garage, 30, 40 minutes. That one got my heart rate up a little, 132, let's go. But gonna keep watching UFC 309, countdown, and waiting on my woman to get home. But yeah, so glad to be back in here. Probably doesn't look like much to you guys, but to me, this is my spot. You know, this is where all my peace is. I was telling a client of mine this morning, you know, like, she was laughing because last time she was in, we were kind of talking about, like, the age-old question, would you shit yourself for a PR? The answer is yes. And she's just talking about how funny, and she thinks we're on, like, a different level. And I'm like, no, like, this is what I do. This is my whole life. And, like, I find so much peace in this. Like, this is really what makes me happy. A day like today, I got to get up, do some cardio, coached, came home, did chat, had a client, had lunch with Chloe, back here to work out, laid down for a minute, because like you do need to rest, back in here for some bodybuilding, and then I go back to the gym tonight to coach, and I don't know, I just feel blessed, you know, like it's a good life, it's kind of what I always dreamed of. North Carolina's treated us really kindly and fairly, I think. So yeah, I'm just feeling blessed. I wonder if you could see me.
Good heavyweight mixed martial arts.
Bending my knees a little, looking like I was gonna take a poop. Left knee is still a little jacked up from the run. It just gets tight when I lock it out. So I've been babying it. So little baby in here, but all good. I think for the most part I feel fairly normal today. My feet and my toes have been pretty jacked up. Pretty sure I broke my pinky toe. Gonna lose my big toe and my pinky toe on the left side. Blister schoolwork, but you know, it's okay. Pretty dark in here. Doing some cable rear delt flies into some forearm curls, and then finishing up with, it's prescribed as a Kelso shrug, which is where you're laying on the bench and you're kind of doing this. It's more like a rear delt shrug, but to be honest, I'm just lazy and I don't want to do it on the bench, so I've kind of been doing it on the cables, kind of like a scat pole. So I'm gonna do this real quick. And I'll go straight into those kind of scat poles. It doesn't look like much, but the delt fly straight into those, burning like crazy. So, and then we set up shop. You see that? Caught that shit. Also, unpause the Alexa. Y'all can't see shit in here, huh? Should I do it this way, I guess, so y'all can see? Should I lean up against the Jeep? Is that like a G move? I mean, it's really nice out here. So, prop on the knee. And we're just curling the And that's it. Of course, the light came on. I should have just done that earlier. Duh, Katie, there's a motion sensor light. Yeah, so session's all done. Just a quick little back dig and then clean up a little. Probably hop on the bike, probably the air bike or the C2, I don't know, for 10 minutes just to get the heart rate going, do some zone 2. And yeah, that's the session. So thanks for hanging out, chatting about the ultra marathon. And yeah, I hope you guys have been doing well. I'm back. We'll be back with more videos and a video soon announcing what's going next. So thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment down below. Tell me your favorite color. I don't know. Peace, guys.
You want this? I threw it. Oh, buddy. I threw it. Go get it.